Welcome to today's episode of Inside High School Sports, where I got the legendary special guest, Coach Bobby Mullins. We'll be back after these messages.
Inside High School Sports with your host, Antonio Davis.
Young lives matter. Yeah, we about to bless you with all this talent. We got all the superstars. Pick one like a rapper. They gon' know who we are. Hit them like a tackle. We inside the high school. We inside the high. We inside the high school. We inside the high. Yeah, yeah. Put the people on, that's the main goal. We coming with something fresh, it's not the same old. And one, that's if you came from old. Home run, that's what we gunning for. Gonna run, just like track to the video. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for?
The baddest man in South Arkansas, Antonio Davis.
Hey, back on Inside High School Sports, got Coach Bobby Mullins, the first year head ball coach here in El Dorado. Spent a lot of time back in Nevada, Ralston, Arkansas. Hey, spent about 27 years? 24 years.
21 coaches.
21 head coaching and achieved a whole lot. I know you're so modest and you don't want to really just talk a whole lot about yourself, but this first episode we want to talk a little bit more about you. Tell us a little bit about some of the things, your accomplishments as well as the things you did there in Nevada.
Well, you know, as always, it's all about the kids. No matter what type of coach you think you are, you know, it's about the kids. So I've been blessed over the years to have kids that were competitive, that were pretty good athletes, pretty good basketball players. Accomplishment, I never really look at accomplishment because I'm not finished. So whatever I've done in the past, I'm still hungry. So ideally, you know, we went to state championship 3 times, won once, regionals. I don't really know how many regional championships I won our district or conference. That's
So, and one thing we can say, you know, look, back in Nevada, you played against a lot of competition, not just people in your classification. You played in 2A, there was some 3A, 5A, 6A, and you have been a proven winner because I've seen you beat 4A, 5A, 6A. It doesn't matter. Basketball is basketball when it comes to you, and that's one thing about it. That's what great coaches do. We don't look at the size of how many A's behind the number. It's all about who's going to execute and be fundamentally sound at that time.
To me, basketball is basketball. I've always told my kids, we don't want to be a good 1A school. We want to be a good basketball program. So whoever was put in front of us, that's who we played. Win, lose, or draw. So at this point, it hadn't changed. We'll play whoever we play to make us better. Because the ideal is to get better every day.
Well, you say win, lose. It was more, I promise you I know this for a fact, because I sit up there. So last night I'm up there Googling, I said, let me find out who this man is. You know, he been hired down a little bit. So I put in Bobby Mullins. Pew, a long page of everybody. I said, man, this man, he sit up there trying to be so modest. Man, your resume better than Eddie Sutton and Pat Summit. Man, come on now. Come on now. Hey, what they always say, numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Hey, it speak for itself.
But again, I mean, you say those things, but to me, I still have a lot to prove. I mean, it's not a pretend. It's just who I am. Just who I am. I give all the credit to the kids. The Lord blessed me to be in a position for the last 20 plus years with kids that work hard, primarily did what I asked them to do, and we were successful. So hopefully going forward that we can carry that on down here.
And actually back at home, just a few miles was Mount Holly.
Yeah.
Mount Holly,
Hornets.
but the Hornets. And that gym still, do you ever go in that gym or shoot around every now and then?
It's kind of bittersweet. We had a Easter, the Saturday before Easter, they did a Mount Holly day, and invited Coach Cathy, my high school coach, back. He was about 86, 87 years old, and they invited him back and presented him with a plaque. And a lot of players that had played for him at Mount Holly was there. We took a big picture, and he the floor and the gym was bought by a private investor, and he's let the gym go down. As a matter of fact, the floor is buckled. It's kind of sad. One of our former players, one of the ladies that played for him, is trying to get a committee together to see if we could buy the gym back or something, restore it. But it's in bad shape.
Yeah.
It's in bad shape.
A lot of history down there in Mount Holly. One of the, back in the day, I know those schools was those Stevens, those Mount Hollies, those McNeil, those Waldos, Nevada, Bradley, created a lot of monsters, a lot of great athletes, a lot of great basketball players have played on all levels, have played at those schools and as well. So I know that sounds just a bittersweet moment, and I'm praying and hoping that they actually get that back in line. But we're gonna take a break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more a little basketball.
Inside High School Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Weekend Fetish introduces vibrant colors just in time for spring. Put on our creamy matte lipstick for luscious lips. Explore colorful eyeshadow palettes to create the fiercest eyes and highlight those cheekbones with luminous, shimmering blush and confidence. As you spring forward, experience the enchanted fetish beauty.
Ever since I met Christ, my whole life changed up. Used to aim low, but now we aim up. And we used to stay low, but now we way up. And we spirit filled.
Women moving forward. We believe that fitness is for everyone. It starts with a single step. Life is about moving forward. It's about embracing every step and pushing yourself to be the best version of you. Every day is an opportunity to prioritize your well-being. Our mission is to encourage women to come together by walking, talking, and sharing as we strive to improve our health and well-being in order to enhance our quality of life for a better tomorrow.
We're waking up with Pastor.
Waking Up with Pastor, the show that helps you connect with God and find inspiration in your day. Inside High School Sports is back with your host, Antonio
Here
Davis.
on Inside High School Sports, where we have the legendary Coach Bobby Mullins. Hey, I know that word legendary say, hey, man. And this is why I say legendary. You not saying you're of age, by no means necessary, because this is what we need here, especially here in El Dorado. But you have coached younger kids, and you got kids that you're like, man, I used to play basketball with them. So you're a coach at all ages, and you still instilling in young people's lives, and then you'll still be around and you'll be coaching some of their kids. That's a legend, and guess what? And you got them W's behind that legend, so you ain't just coaching, you winning. And that's one, and also this one thing I always want to talk about, that you're actually not just winning on the basketball court, but you want to create men to win outside of the this venue here.
Yes, that's important to me. That I want to be able to make sure young people, when they leave my program, that they're productive citizens. I always kind of make a joke. I don't want to have to worry about you breaking in my house. I want to make sure that 50 years from now, 20 years from now, you come back as a coach. I appreciate all what you've done, because that's the life I want to live in front of them and try to teach and guide and lead. Matter of fact, I have a young man on the team this year. His dad played for me my first year coach. We still call. When he got married, I came to his wedding. It's bigger than sports to me. It's about family. Everything we do is about family. I want to see the best for the kids.
And that's the thing about it, these young men, young athletes have to understand that the ball is on the bounce for so long. And what are you going to do when your senior year and you don't go to that next level? Even when you go to the next level, the ball only can bounce 4 to 5 years. But now they play college ball forever because they go to 25 different schools.
Yes, right.
But you only can play basketball. This body is only going to let you run up and down this floor at 100% momentarily. But what are you going to do the life after? What are you going to? If all you know is basketball, you can't stop. What you going to go shoot at basketball at the park all day?
And I ask those questions, and I've asked these guys since I've been down to El Dorado. Like, what are your plans? What are your goals? I want to do this. Well, we put the percentage, okay. You want to play in the NBA. How many teams in the NBA? Let's say around 30. How many guys on the roster? We do that, and we do the math, and they look like only 480 or whatever it is, I forgot. And then they look at how many people they're competing against, not just in Arkansas, but in the United States, in China, in Africa. And you start looking at all them people in the world, you just got 400 and some guys.
It's billions.
So what a percentage? Not that you can't make it.
That's
We
it.
got a young man, the jersey's hanging in the banner now. But you got to be good. You got to be in the right spot. And you got to have the right mindset.
Yeah. And that's why I would ask you, what separates you from the rest of the people in the world? What makes you think you should be there? And that's a big question. Like, if you can tell me that, okay, now your mindset, you're on the right track. What separates you from everybody else that plays the same sport that you play? And not only that, guys is already there. You got to think about the guys that's already there competing.
Right.
You got the G League, you got the all the other leagues. You got, you compete against high school, college players, and everybody. So men, and it's some hungry men out there. Like you said, you hungry. Yeah. It's some guys out there that's very hungry. That's why I talked to my nephew this morning, and he got a chance to go to Dallas to play in the little All-American Bowl. And he got down there, and I asked, how did it go? He was quiet. And I knew exactly why he was quiet.
Humbling experience.
And he said, man, that stuff was braille.
Yeah.
And so he said, they didn't have no tight end on the field. I said, yeah, they had a tight end on the field, just a different formation. It was in the spread formation. And so he was like, yeah, I said, your why? It's just a tight end in the I formation. So it's a humbling experience. Now you like, okay, do I want to learn this to get better? Or do I just want to know what I know and I'm stuck and I'm going to play my years down here in Arkansas and I'm done? And that's what happens to a lot of kids here. They don't perfect the game. It's easy to play the game, but do you know the game? The IQ of the basketball game is far more. That's how a lot of guys, I see guys in the NBA, they're not just that great to me, but the IQ of the game is phenomenal, and the coach don't have to coach them.
That's right. A lot of guys watch out because they don't study the game. And that's what another thing we talk about. Okay, why did you do that? Why did you make that play? Why did you make that pass? Because you know, when they're on the court, I can only do so much coaching on the side. Kids play the game, and so since they play the game, that's what we try to teach and practice. Hey, why did you do that? And sometimes they come up like this, and to me it didn't make sense, but to them it makes sense. Yeah. And that's what's important for them to learn the game. I use my baby girl all the time. She went to UCA. When she was little, when she first started playing Pee-wee basketball at Nevada, she was the best one. Even in the fourth grade, she was better than any 6th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade girl in the program. And she was walking around working on WNBA season. That summer, we go to Little Rock to an AAU team. She got on this team. And keep in mind, that team had future girls. One girl ended up playing in South Florida. One played in Arkansas, SMU. One was a Division III, I think, Ryan College All-American. And she started playing against these girls about 5th grade, and she realized that I'm not good as I think I am. And we told her from then on, you may not want to go to the NBA, but use what God gave, the abilities God gave you. And she ended up getting a four-year paid scholarship to go to college. And she owed almost nothing when she graduated. So she didn't play professionally, but she used what God gave her to get where she wanted to go. That's all these kids, I try to teach them, you know, use what you got to get where you need to be.
That's it, and that got to be the ultimate goal. We have to instill that, you know, NBA, NFL, MLB is there, but your main thing is to use your talents to get paid and get a paid education and get professional in something else.
And let me add something. I don't tell them not to make that your goal because each person got to have his own goal. I just tell them, okay, think it through. think, have a plan B, have a plan C. Don't just go plan A because you may go out next week and make a misstep or whatever, tear a knee up, and you through.
That's it.
So have a plan. Have more than one plan to get where you want to go in life.
Yeah. And then a lot of things play so many dividends. I've seen so many kids that, had a kid here that committed to Arkansas as a freshman. And he had Tumble John surgery, and they pulled a scholarship. And not saying he couldn't play anymore. He's got a nightmare, so he still got time. They weren't taking that chance.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's like, man, especially when you elite in something. Yeah. You want to go to elite programs, injury-free is like, but what's the odds that when you're a warrior in your battle, you're not going to, you ain't studying about tearing no knee or no, you just trying to go in there and win and do the best every moment.
Get through the day and go for tomorrow. Yeah.
So you're down here in El Dorado, down here in just a few miles away from home. How has the transition been for you coming back, coming to El Dorado from Nevada? Different because everybody knew you. My little nephew's upset. He's a Sanders. He's upset. He's a little kid. He was looking forward to playing for you in a few years. And my sister was how she said. I said, "We'll bring him on El Dorado. It's school choice." How was that leaving a community? It wasn't just players. I'm talking about you was a family man. You was pawpaw daddy to a lot of those kids, uncle to a lot of those people in the community. How was that?
Oh, that's one of the hardest. First of all, when I decided to apply for the job, I didn't talk to any of my coaching friends because everybody's got their opinion of the place. When I decided I told Coach Lansdale and Mr. Tucker that I was taking the job, I had to tell my kid. And the morning, I'll never forget, I was going to be a man about it. I was going to tell him. And one of the kids, tears started rolling down his eyes. And next thing I know, man, I don't think I cried as hard as I did when my dad died. That's how big a deal it was. Well, after that, I thought the junior high team would tell me senior high, so it wouldn't be as hard. They hadn't told him nothing. So I had to do it twice. And so when I told him, it was the same thing. And it was bittersweet because of the opportunity for me, but at the same time, it's family. I've been there almost 30 years total. My wife is from there. A lot of people I deal with on a daily basis. Well, I don't know if y'all know it, last weekend, the community surprised me with like a farewell in the whole community, former players, and I didn't know nothing about it. And man, again, I gets out of the car, crying like a baby. I was like, I wonder if I'm losing my mind. But that's how emotional this has been. It's bittersweet because one chapter of life is closing, but new opportunities are coming. And I hopefully, when I leave here, that I leave my mark. I leave my mark. And not necessarily winning. I didn't promise any wins because I can't. All I can promise is that we're going to work hard, we're going to be disciplined, and we're going to be good young men. The best we can be. But as dealing with young people, they sometimes don't always make it. We don't always make the best decisions, but we're going to try to guide them in the right direction. So I still live in it. So I still get to see some of those people. Some of those kids, you're right. It's a couple kids that said they wasn't playing ball. And I try to tell them that, hey, don't just play for your coach. Yeah. Play for yourself, play for your brothers. It's a brotherhood to me. Yeah. It's a family. Family is important.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Inside High School Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Weekend Fetish introduces vibrant colors just in time for spring. Put on our creamy matte lipstick for luscious lips. Explore colorful eyeshadow palettes to create the fiercest eyes and highlight those cheekbones with luminous, shimmering blush and confidence. As you spring forward, experience the enchanted fetish beauty.
Ever since I met Christ, my whole life changed up. Used to aim low, but now we aim up. And we used to stay low, but now we way up. And we spirit filled, spirit.
Women moving forward. We believe that fitness is for everyone. It starts with a single step. Life is about moving forward. It's about embracing every step and pushing yourself to be the best version of you. Every day is an opportunity to prioritize your well-being. Our mission is to encourage women to come together by walking, talking, and sharing as we strive to improve our health and well-being in order to enhance our quality of life for a better tomorrow.
Waking Up with Pastor, the show that helps you connect with God and find inspiration in your day. Inside High School Sports is back with your host, Antonio Davis.
Back here with the legend. Once again, I did say legend, Coach Bobby Mullins. Hey, man, I'm telling you. So we're talking about, being community-oriented, family, and that's big. It's a lot of, what they don't understand, a lot of these kids here is not used to being in a family environment. And, you're all they have. So as a male figure, as a role model, positive role model. That's very important to this program as well. So as we go through it, and I know you said, man, you hated the league, and it's hard. When that shows that you was not just coaching basketball. You was there pointing to these young men, young ladies, little kids, everybody, bus driver. Man, you done it all. But I'm talking about, it didn't matter. I came to the games and I'm like, man, he run the whole show here. Is he the superintendent too?
Oh no. Yeah, it's like we said earlier, man. We especially small. It's easier with small communities because everybody know everybody, everybody's neighbor, everybody's kid, and you get to know people on a personal level. With these guys right here, I've been trying to build a rapport, and I call one to the side, hey, who your folks? And I called one kid to the side, I said, who your folks? He said, my granddad is William Phillips. I said, William Phillips? I said, boy, you my cousin. He said, I know that. I said, well, if you knew that, well, how long you been knowing? He said, when you first got the job, my mama told me you were my cousin. I said, well, when were you gonna tell me? He said, when I got cut. I said, it would have been too late after that. If you got cut, you might be the manager, but you ain't gonna be able to. But he said, we family. And I was like, and I guess I'm learning. I guess the younger guys, I knew his mom, but the kids, we hadn't been around, so I don't know him. He said, yeah, I would have told you after I got cut. I said, man,
it's been too late, nigga. Once you cut, you cut. It's over with. But that's the thing about it, building a rapport. It always takes time with new group. They try to, and you know how the kids is. They try to feel you how to size you up. They try to see what they can get away with, what they can do. But they gotta understand. If everybody knew what they say Coach Bobby was the coach, man, they went viral. I was like, they in for a rule. It's time for some discipline. And great teams can win ball games and being disciplined and fundamentally sound a whole lot of times.
That's right. We won some games in the Vader we shouldn't win. I mean, because we stuck with the game plan. That's something that we're working on now. I talked to the guys, and we really hadn't got into team stuff. We've been doing a lot of individual shooting, dribbling, that kind of stuff. We hadn't really gotten into team stuff because we had kids on vacation, kids in Upward Bound. So that's another thing. Got guys that was in football. I hadn't really seen much. So I've really been doing a lot of individual stuff. And my deal is we're easily distracted. And so we're trying to get the way I do things. I tell people I don't coach like other coaches. I coach on the way I know how to coach.
That's it.
So I use some of Coach Cat's teaching. I use some of what I learned. I may go to a clinic and I'm not gonna use everything I get. My pastor always say, get all you can, but don't can all you get.
Don't do it. You'll mess your whole game plan up.
As a coach, that's my philosophy. I can't use everything. I can only use what I can. And that's what people in the stands don't understand. They were taught by a certain coach, and they go like, what is Mullins doing? Well, I can only coach the way Mullins.
Yeah.
All I ask is the people come and support the kids. They support the kids. We're quick to say how bad society is. Let these kids know in Eldorado that we're here for y'all, because when you know somebody's got your back, you're not so fast to disappoint them. And to me, that's important. Encourage the kids. Don't tell them how bad the coach is.
That's amazing. Bigger this, this is a nice size arena, not just huge. Yeah. There's no way on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Mondays, Friday, whatever, these gyms, we have no people for a different person to be here every night and they'll be here in El Dorado.
I agree. That's one thing about 1A school.
Oh, they coming.
When we go to state, we host state in 2012. I think El Dorado host state in 2012.
Yeah.
It was standing room only, they say. My understanding down here it was like
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
Nobody ain't coming out here.
But the point is, support the kids.
That's it.
If y'all don't get nothing else from this game, it ain't about support me. Support the kids, because they are our future. And when they see that you're there for them, then it is something different. Another switch will come on. But when you like, ain't nobody here.
Nobody
to care.
Yeah.
And so that society, I don't know, we got it back.
It is. But then you always talking about you got to go buy a gun, you got to go buy this for protect yourself. You put him in something and you back the coach.
That's right.
When the coach is trying to instill something in him and you come out here and support him in these activities, you ain't got to worry about buying all that.
I'm not going to tell him nothing wrong.
No, sir.
I'm not going to tell him nothing wrong. That's one thing my mama instilled in me and said, hey, son, I'm going to tell you right, whether you do it or not. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to try to live right. I'm going to try to show you and do it, and I'm going to be there for you as long as you're doing something positive.
And that's what that's what it's all about. Developmental, as we already said, young men becoming grown men. Right. With 15 years old, 3 years, they 18, they out of here.
Yeah.
And you going to college, if you playing basketball or just going, it don't take but a 10th of a second to get in trouble. It take your whole lifetime to get out of it. And I've seen many great young men that wrong place, wrong time, and made a bad choice because they wanted this and couldn't get it. And they messed their whole life up, and now they serving life sentences. Seen the guy play on a Friday night, and on Monday morning, he ended up for capital murder. Seen it happen. And man, you talking about hurtful, and you almost want to say, if that kid can have another opportunity, he wouldn't do it again. But it's too late.
That's right. If is a mighty big word.
If is a big word, and the judge don't want to hear it.
Don't want to hear it. That's what we task with as educators, as coaches, as parents, as deacons, whatever hat you wear.
That's it.
Our job is to teach our young people the way. And some gonna take it and run with it, and some not. Yeah. But you can't say, well, nobody's gonna get it. You just gotta try to. You don't know which one's gonna get it.
Yeah, and that's my always thing. They like you so hard. Like everybody in this room not gonna make it.
Everybody.
Not saying I don't want you to make it, but I'm knowing for a fact. Everybody you coach is not going to make it through life. It's just the way it is.
I don't mean to take over, but that's what our Sunday school lesson was. Some of it fell on, some of the seed fell on stony ground, some between thorns, some on good ground.
That's it.
They all had the same opportunity because they was all good seeds. So that's what we, as adults, we should be living our life and trying to teach our young people, not put them down, but lifting them up.
That's it.
You lift the kid up is better than pulling him down.
Yeah. Well, Coach, look, see, man, I'm telling you, when you a legendary, this is very, but I'm gonna tell you something. I got something for you, because you got an assistant coach.
Yeah.
That she's always there with you. Yeah, always.
Yeah, that's my sweetie pie.
And that's your number. The thing about it, she is very important. Not call and play, but she got to keep that book. Right. And I've seen a lot of people lose games because they ain't got no good book.
That's right.
And so, I know this is my holly color.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
But
you're right.
let's let El Dorado into it with a little young live in it. So I got you in the midst of a little souvenir.
What?
Man,
that.
always something good, man. I'm telling you. We don't let nobody do nothing without giving them something to let them know that we appreciate it. We're here to support. That's one thing we will do. You'll see us around. Coach Lendale, he'll tell you. We gonna be around with a camera or something and talking. He say talking trash, but we it's all about the kids and promoting what we want to do here in El Dorado as well as the surrounding areas. We want to make sure we have the greatest exposure and positive exposure for our young people, our coaches, and knowing that we have your support and we want to support your program as well. Well, Coach, it's been a dandy talking to you. It's always good to talk to a legend, man. I feel pretty good. I feel much better.
And you know, with that
so much better.
Hold up, with that legend
since I laid my burden down.
Hold up, brother. With that legend stuff, I don't know about that, but I appreciate y'all.
All right, Coach.
Appreciate y'all. Well, I know I got it.
Yeah. We inside the high school, young lives matter. Yeah, we bout to bless you with all this talent. We got all the superstars, pick one like a rapper. They gon' know who we are, hit them like a tackle. We inside the high school. We inside the high. We inside the high school. We inside the high. Yeah. Put the people on, that's the main goal. We coming with something fresh, it's not the same old. And one, that's if you came from old. Home run, that's what we gunning for. Gonna run, just like track to the video. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who you cheering for?
Get some fresh beats like this right here, boy. Go get sell million.
Necessary.